I realize this is a long lesson today, guys. Appreciate your patience on this. We won't have a quiz today. I want everybody to have plenty of time to just work through these problems. You might have to do a little work outside of class, okay? And we'll have a little exam next week on linear functions and quadratic functions. But today, just keep plugging away through this. So here's a quick one. You just did that. We just did y equals 1/8 x squared. Now we got a negative sign. What does that do here? Well, let's think about minimum or maximum values of our function. All the time on a function, you want to know what is it a minimum value, or especially with x squared, quadratic functions, is it a minimum value or is it a maximum? What does the equation have? Where's that highest point or lowest point? Which does it have? A higher point, highest point, lowest point, minimum, maximum. So this one is, I got a negative sign out here. What's the smallest number I can make of this x squared part? Well, if I put a negative in there, I get a positive answer. If I put a positive in here, I get a positive answer here. And then I'm multiplying that times a negative. So this is always positive or zero. It's always non-negative. And this is a negative sign, so it makes everything negative. So everybody's going to be negative. Every y value, every f of x will be negative with this. So I can only have I have a maximum, because every answer, and what is that maximum? Well, what's the smallest value I can have here? 0. Put in 0. If I put a negative, I get a positive y, right? So the maximum value is going to be y equals 0. Okay, so where is that? I put in a 0 for x. 0 squared is 0 times anything is 0. All right, there's my first point. Okay, then think about it here. Whatever's in this is what I'm going to do anyways. Whatever is in my denominator, that's what I'll substitute in for x. So I'm going to put that 10 in there. 10 squared is 100. 100 times 1/10 gives me 10, and it's going to be negative. Well, if I put in negative 10, negative 10 squared is positive 100 times that negative 1/10 gives me that negative 10 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there's my parabola, something like that. And over here we see the same, right? It'd be a mirror image. The axis of symmetry is the y-axis in this case.